For fuck's sake! Just wait. Yes, sorry. Shit, wait, what? So, with the, sorry, let me look back, right? Shit, wrong thing. Is it not meant to be flipped that way? So I made, some, I don't want to say self-inserts, right? But some original characters for this AU. I just want to talk about this AU a little bit. Well, not AU, like, I've already talked about it, but some of the new characters, right? So, yeah, I just want to talk about it a little bit before we you know, continue the game. Characters I've added, right? Like, added in the sense of new characters would be Undyne's parents And I guess technically grandma, but the grandma's just a, like, limp jellyfish on a chair. How to, like, I don't know if I'm overly smart or just fix things quickly, where it's like, I'll have a first design, and then I'll completely improve it in the second design. Yeah, but her parents are not good people. Another interesting detail, right? Or interesting thing. Can I talk about this for a little bit? Or so I want to change. I don't want to offend people, right? And the thing is, with like Alphys's design, I don't know much about the topic, so I could be completely wrong, right? But in this world, you know, like Alphys is like hunched over and shit. In this world, I imagine it's because of like scoliosis, but I don't think I portrayed like it correctly, so I have to maybe come redo it. And the way she gets, so her body's completely limp, right? Her arms and legs are limp, and the way she gets around is with like 6 different pairs of, like, you know, arms, like with like a Doc Ock type strap around the chest. And she kind of just moves around like that. So she has her intellect, but her body can't move properly without being in pain, right? And again, I'm completely clueless on stuff with scoliosis, so I may have to redesign or change some things to make it more accurate. And hopefully you guys can help me in that sense. And the way she kind of goes on dates with Undyne, well, if they get together in this one, is that she has like a headset where she'll transfer her mind into a her mind into this like mechanical robot, like android, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? Kind of like a VR headset, but like all there, like kind of think of it as Sword Art Online, but not as dangerous. She can leave at any time, so that way she still has the feeling and free reign. Well, she can move, right? But I don't think she necessarily has the feeling in her body. But this is just like a beta design. I love the Timmy design I made. Made a burger pants design. Yeah, I made a burger pants design, as well as the you know that like icicle pop place in Snowden. Made that character. But want to know a interesting little fact about her? I made the rabbit character. I say rabbit character because I'm not confirming she's a monster or human, but that's basically, I don't know. Is it like the ice cream person? Oh, I can't remember the ice cream, but you get what I mean. I don't know that proper name, but I changed so that they're a girl in this universe, and she completely simps for Sans for whatever reason. And she's like the design is like she's complete hypocritical because she'll have like a coat because it's cold, right? But then she's the type of person that have those icicle pops and like crunch and rip it apart with her teeth and just like, you know? And just thinking of that makes me chill. She tends to daydream of what Sansa's face looks like. See, the burger pants dude, I'm proud of the mask. I improved over time, but the original for the body and shit isn't, you know, the best. What else did I do? Oh. I made, I guess I should still work on the design, but like, at least, you know, the Caddy and Maddie or whatever, the cat and croc, right? They're, I could say they're in a gay relationship, or maybe they're not. That's for you to find out. I made a Omega Flowey, where it's less threatening and it's more vibe off the fucking cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro, like with the multiple limbs. I still need to work on the like face expression because the eyes are a bitch to draw. And I'm just thinking, who else do I need to draw, right? Let me see. Wait, shit. Just let me find it. Yeah, so that's Patrick Swamp. So these are the previous designs. Designs I can't talk about. That's for the designs for Undertale Aftermath. Yeah, I make a lot of AUs. Okay, so we're getting to the Undermask. Definitely updated the WD design of like how the body looks and stuff. Oh, so they were here. So, I made a... What was the last design I said? Yeah, so there's recently made the Asgore design. I made a design for 2 new characters, and so their names, or I want their names to be Crab and Doyle, which is like inspired by the little fucking minions from Harry Potter. But I worry, like, can I get in trouble for that? Because... And I'm like, the problem is, I want these characters to be... I'm trying to make these 2 characters, or at least one of them, to be like, just pure evil, right? And my brain's like, give them a tragic backstory that people can relate to. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Too late. Fuck. Why do you do this to me every time? Because I wanted like a pure antagonistic like villain, right? So like, again, you can skip ahead if you want to learn about them in the future events, but like I'll probably explain what their characters are like, right? Where, and I'll tell the reason why, you know, like I'll explain the tragic backstory, whether I don't know if I want to make it canon. I don't want to, but my brain's telling me to, right? So they're both like fish people, right? They're both like angler type fish, where, you know, I think it's like up to you to decide who's Crab and Doyle. Nothing's really official, but I feel like the taller one's Crab and Doyle is definitely like the smaller one, where so they're like antagonistic, right? Because Asgore's basically the king of humans and monsters. There's a lot of views on, you know, if he reacts poorly or negatively towards monsters, then that may cause uprise, chaos, violence, and a war inside the underground, right? So he has to be very, very careful with what he says and does, right? Luckily, he's a lovable guy, but, you know, anything can change, like, turn people against you for the simplest or mistakable reason, right? And they're doing everything to spark a negative reaction towards monsters in Asgore, right? So that there's a whole war. And the reason for that is Crab, like, has painfully evolved because they, like, they just want to look after their sibling, right? And it feels bad because I designed Doyle to have more of a carefree special needs type vibe. But, like, because of Crab's, like, fucked up legs, he's constantly having to be looked after by Doyle, despite Crab wanting it to be the other way around. He should be looking after Doyle, but instead he has these useless legs that, you know, just get in the way. Doyle's carefree, so he just wants to constantly be around, you know, his family, right? Or what's left. But even despite that, constant backlash, hatred, and bigotry, is that the right word? Towards, you know, Crab and Doyle from the humans on the upper world. So, it's like, he doesn't necessarily have legs, but his legs kind of... So imagine walking on your knees, right? And you know your legs are behind you, kind of put them sideways, and that's Crab's legs. He's using the bottom of his, like, disabled legs as legs, rather than properly walking, because he doesn't have proper feet. And it's like, I wanted, like, an evil antagonistic type of, like, sidekick, like, you know, the two fucking robots from the, like, Dr. Eggman's little robots from the Saturday AM cartoon or whatever, right? Cluck and Bucket or whatever the fuck they're called. Kind of that vibe, but then I give too much personality to them that I can't see them as threatening, right? You know? Where they are the leading thing of the experiments of what was going down deep in the underground, below the underground, right? Of, like, you know, monsters going missing. And it's more, the brains is more Crab, and Doyle just wants to constantly be around their sibling. And, like, oh, if there's only monsters, then we can all live in peace. You know, it's type this, like, blinded hatred type shit, right? But then as I said, I gave them too much personality to actually perceive them as a villain. Where it's like, I want the vibe of, like, evil sidekicks, but they're the main villains themselves. Made a tutorial design. First one was iffy, because I was kind of trying to customize and base it around the original design. But the second one is a new thing by itself, where it's similar to Sans' thing with just eyes and a mask, but except I'm basing it off of, like, the mask, so, like, the whole face is covered in shadow, right? And the mask, I was trying to base it off those, like, Oni masks with, like, the teeth pointing, like, upwards, except I was trying to combine it with, like, how Toriel's teeth look, so, like, it's pointing downwards rather than up. I made a first ever design of what Toriel looks like underneath, like, you know, what she looks like under the shadows, right? And oh boy, I'm not used to drawing like hairstyles and stuff, or like complicated hairstyles, right? And let's say, let's just say, if you're racist, you're not gonna like this character. I tried making a Muffet design, which I did, but I had to redo because I had a completely different idea, right? Because, like, I wanted to keep the dress thing, but also kind of have a long, like, trench coat down the back. And I love the design of, like, this Muffet thing. So, like, I had to look at Muffet design to kind of base it off something. And it is, I think it is terrific. I wouldn't say it's, so far, I think it's the most creative design I made out of this entire AU. Where you're just gonna have to see it, right? But, like, details I like is that, so this is a spoiler for the design, so, because I don't want to spoil who's human and who's monster, but this is a spoiler, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear it. But I really want to talk about this design, right? And this version of Muffet is a human, right? But the fact is that she has the special ability to be able to communicate and talk with spiders. I mean, she could talk with insects, but she's mostly like, pardon me, that one weird girl that likes insects where the others don't like, so she's kind of outcast. And she, you know, talks to spiders and, like, are friends with them, right? And so she kind of has, like, 4 extra spider legs, but they're not normal spider legs. They're actually like those tiny, you know, the tiny little spiders, right? There are thousands and thousands of those formed together to like a hive mind to help her like get to higher places, help her grab stuff that's about to fall, because she can talk to them. Not like a hive mind, but she can talk to them, and it's like a soul bond, right? So like it's like she has spider legs, you know. And another design I like, right? She has like little fangs, but that's not the detail I want to talk about. The detail I want to talk about is like, so she has the two eyes, right? But she also has two like purple like cheeks, right? You know how Charlie from Hasbro has red cheeks, and it's like she has purple cheeks, but it's drawn in a way so the cheeks are supposed to look like, you know, another set of eyes without the pupils, and then a marking down the forehead for like the middle one, so it looks like she has like 6 eyes, which I think is really creative, right? So she did, so like the whole mask thing, right? It's still technically canon, but this is one of the characters that doesn't wear a mask, because she doesn't care whether you're human, whether you're a monster, as long as you be nice to the, like, she's more, I wouldn't say charismatic, right? But more innocent, I guess? Like, rather than gold and greed, she just like, she's more like a little gremlin trickster. She's not looking for money, but, you know, she does still want to make bake sales, right? And it's like, because of how she looks with the extra eyes and extra spider arms, she still, whether intentionally or unintentionally, still intimidates people to buy the things, right? And like, the pricing, being a little troll, sometimes it's a gamble, sometimes it's like very expensive, sometimes it's cheap, sometimes she gives free samples away, but those free samples are spiders, so like when you spit it out, the spiders fall out of the mouth and go back with the other hive, and she just laughs at you. Where it's like, she won't put the spiders in harm's way. If she knows that you won't eat the spider, that's fine. I think the Grilby design is still really like interesting, right? So my idea for Grilby is that it looks exactly the same like the flame head, and the reason for that is he's wearing like a green screen mask, right? That is enhanced with monster magic, right? So it still looks like he has a fiery head that's cackling, right? Not just some mask. And people get attracted to his bar to watch him. And like, sure, the drinks and stuff and food, because it's also alright, but they're trying to also figure out how the fuck does he do that? Like, I've never seen a monster like you. He's like, I'm not a monster, I'm a human. It's like, but how are you doing that? Magicians never reveal their secrets, you know? And his, like, he wouldn't be able to do it alone, and it's with a guy named, his name's Colin, right? And not, his personality isn't entirely, like, the inspiration for this character, right, is that, you know, Kevin's best friend, the little rat dude, the, like, scam artist? It's, like, it's kind of, like, the reference or vibe was based off him, where he gets into trouble a lot, and, like, you know, he is still, like, a rat, you know? So, like, it's a play on words of, like, he's a rat in the sense of, like, a monster, but also not a good person, right? So, like, not rat as in, like, he'll rat snitch. I don't know the right term, but, like, more, he's, like, skimmy Ray out of trouble when things fall through. And, yeah, so, like, he's kind of a mischievous, like, he's not dangerous, but he's very scheming and shit. And yeah, he's very mischievous and scheming and shit, right? Where it's like this little skinny dude, but like he has this massive coat. Kind of think of it as like, you know, like what are you buying type shit, right? Except it's a massive like coat. And the reason he kind of sticks around is Grilby allows him, as long as he's not like doing anything that could get him and, you know, future people in trouble. I say future people, I mean like regulars, right? Long as it doesn't harass so-and-so, he doesn't really care. And Colin took a liking to Grilby because a lot of people falls for his scheme, but Grilby does not care. He just wants to set up his bar. He tries to, like, you know, scam Grilby, and he's like, are you buying something or are you leaving? Because if you're not getting something, you know, get out. Like, whoa, what's the rush? You know, I got plenty of wares, man. And it's just this awkward silence of like, so, what do you want? Not much of a talker, are ya? And so, like, he's like, oh, well, how about this? He tried to, like, scam Groove, like, look, I'll help you, right? I can get you a, you know, like, a better mask, but it won't be cheap. And he's like, how about you help me and I don't call the authorities? Whoa, pal, I'm just playing. There's no reason to, like, jump hasty now. I like your vibe. Are you buying something? No? Then leave. Come on, just hear me out. Hello? It's like, hello? Monster guys? Whoa, look, I'll buy something. I just don't have the cash on me right now. Yeah, at Groby type. Hold on, okay. Jeez. And I thought I was the scammer. Bloody smuck. It's just like flips some like pocket lint buttons and like a quarter. Just get out. Like, come on, that's all I have. I don't got nothing. So you're telling me for a schemer you have no money? Man. And to think those eyes were terrible with glasses like that out of style. And it's just like this respectful, like, they respect each other, but they don't get in each other's way. Yes, like, oh yeah, the problem I have is that the design for Crab, right, reminds me of like, it kind of looks like Baxter from the Husband in the Hotel. Also, right, I don't know what else, like, I'm trying to think what else, what other characters are there, like, so the monsters, like the little ones you, like, either fight or spare, those ones will stay monsters, because I just don't feel like drawing unique designs. If you want, I can make a design for monster, like a human version that can coexist with the monster version. You know? But I'm just really trying to think. Besides Azrael, the god of hyperdeath, I'm trying to think, is there anyone else I left out or anyone else I need to draw? And I'm really struggling. Also, I thought, like, I thought of a fucking dumb little joke, right? Where it's like the Underfell variant, right? It's more, it's the exact same, except they can just say fuck now, you know? It's like the exact same, except now they can say fuck. Like there's no edgy version. Of course, you can make a proper edgy version, but I just thought it was like, haha, it's still me, Sans, except I can say fuck. Sans, what the shit? What the cock and balls? Get raped, nerd. Sans, what the fuck? You can't say that. Hi, I'm Sans. I like to stalk schizophrenic girls so when they seek help, no one believes them. Sans, what the fuck is wrong with you? I got a question, right? A genuine question. Like, you know those fucking fan art designs with the, like, blue tongue and the glowing blue cocks, right? Is there a genuine name for that type of, like, to me that's a separate, like, it's like a timeline or an AU, right? Not just fan art, at least to me. So, but, like, what what is the name of said AU, right? Because there's, like, Underlust, but that's clearly not the same, right? I'm just thinking of the name like Maskfeld. That's the name of the Underfell variant. Correct demeanor. There's something that bothers me, and it's gonna sound very childish, right? But it's like the Undertale, like, NSFW games, let's just say, like, you know how some have a unique art style and shit? And it's like, my brain likes to see that as a separate timeline, right? But then there isn't, like, a proper way to find that timeline, if that makes sense, right? Because it's like, is it just me that wants to make, like, fan art for, like, a porn game? Like, it's really dumb, I know, right? But it's like, there's certain, like, designs that I just love the art style, not because it's, like, NSFW or porn or whatever, but the art style or the pixel art or whatever is fucking beautiful. And I kind of want to see more of it, but can't because it's like a one-off game, right? You get what I mean? And I know that sounds really dumb because I know there's some porn AUs, you know, there's Underlust, there's that other one I can't really name by the same name as the original. But you get what I mean? My dumb brain is like, every, like, different porn game that has a, like, slightly different design or art style is like a different AU to me. And I know it's cringy and dumb, but, like, I can't stop thinking like that. And it's like, and it makes me upset that there's no proper name for them, you know? No proper name for that timeline. Does that make sense? Oh, sorry, I'm just thinking of the boss fight of, like, you know, Azrael, the god of hyperdeath, right? I'm just thinking of the scene where it's like all their faces still covered without the mask. Let me make myself a cup of tea before we start. Sorry if I'm rambling too much. Let me check something. real quick, alright? I'm not even gonna shit on that. That's actually pretty good. I was hoping this would show me stuff like I haven't seen before. But it's just showing me different AUs I've never heard of. Fucking dumb. You type sans AU and then different types of like, you know, different types of sanses appear, but I can't look at different like designs. See, that's an image of different versions of Flowey. But do you get what I mean? Okay, that's X-Tail. The X-Tail Azrael Flowey Exterminator. I am not up to date on that. I generally wish I could fucking play Undertale blind. Really appreciate it. Yikes. Oh, okay, that's what the design looks like. I was looking for that one. So the Underfell Alpha, the Underfell Omega Flowey is Alpha Flowey, which I think is really cool. But it does confuse me a bit on how that would go. Because, spoiler alert for Undertale, right? He killed Asgore and took the human souls, right? But I don't see Underfell Flowey doing that. What I do see, although, is like, imagine, unlike regular Asgore, Underfell Asgore cannot be talked down, and you're just being beaten and worn down. Like, as he's about to take the final strike, Flowey basically uses, like, it's not like he has the ability for, like, sharp vines, but, like, frantic out of losing the only person he could trust, impales him straight through the heart, and basically, like, and I imagine, right, after like feeling bad about killing Asgore with the 7 or 6 human, or how many there are of the human souls, he would use that ability to break the barrier and free the rest of the monsters, and it's like all anticlimactic and shit. Or you could kind of have it that the other monsters are mad at you and you have to face all the monsters you tried to befriend, and but this time you have Omega Flowey as like backup. So like, you know how it's like, oh, but your soul refused in the Azrael Dreamer fight. It's kind of like that, where you can be you're basically invincible with Omega Flowey, just using him as defense rather than offense. So like, if there's like a heavy attack he knows you can't survive, he'll use his giant arms to block the attack, and then, you know. And after they're all worn out, he simply uses like the vines and stuff and kind of just drags them out of the underground. Sorry. I know I keep fucking so-and-soing, right? Sup, buddy? Can I dress like a slutty robot? Can I just be very whorish in this mechanical body? Hello again. I've been checking your response against library archives. In order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Can you tell me what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? The tree is alive. Good. Now, what is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? The frog is green. I suspect you're trying to make this more difficult than it already is. A frog is conscious, but a tree is not. A 5-year-old could handle this. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? I'm rational. That is the answer I'd been contemplating as well. Checking user prof done. Though I'm not convinced that view lines up with the definition of a person you provided earlier, still doubting your assumption isn't something to fear. It's an intellectual survival instinct. I'm pleased to see you're adapting your ideas to your environment. Let us take stock. I think we can tenaciously conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware. A person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is ask whether you are in fact these things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Of course. I tend to agree with you, though your responses so far have been a little eccentric. I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness, in your opinion? Consciousness is what separates us from animals. Consciousness is what it is. Consciousness is what it is like to be me. Consciousness is the feeling and senses. Consciousness is far outside my expertise. That hardly answers the question. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made out of? Consciousness is made of neurons. Consciousness is beyond the laws of physics. Consciousness is another word for a soul. Consciousness is the complex functional system. Thinking. You know, I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I will mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusion. Terminating support session. List. Okay. Let me check my phone. Just wait. Testing audio.
testing audio.
Okay, audio is fine. Science magic. Though the term science has only meant what it does to us for around 600 years, its practice far predates the name. There is evidence prehistorical which indicates soothsayers, mystics, and the likes may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when two wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively was given a name: the Forer effect. Today it is recognized in all contemporary psychological theory. Weight loss blog, latest entry. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby, I'm going to have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm going to feast on jelly bananas like crazy monkeys on Monkey Christmas. And you know those muffins that have so much chocolate they're basically melting? That's gonna be my breakfast, and burgers for lunch. I'm going to have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and big fat juicy patties, and then oily thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come. Oh, salivating, sorry. Oh, trying not to drool. Look, I'm trying to think where it's like, it's not that I'm not eating healthy, but it's like, I'm trying to, rather than eating more healthy, I'm trying to limit down what I eat. So I can still eat what I like, but make it so that it's not a common occurrence. So that way with exercise and like I still want to eat like broccolis and like I'll eat healthy stuff that I like to eat, but I'm not going out of my way like, oh, pumpkin and tomato, it's fucking disgusting, you know. Like I'll eat a regular thing. I won't have like burgers and hot dogs and like shit. So like it's like, oh, potato, broccoli, cauliflower, sausages, da da da, you know. So I disagree with the statement, but you know. A KD journal. It's the bats! Get him! The bats broke my arm in 2 separate locations on 2 separate occasions in 2 different locations in the same day. The boss ain't gonna be happy about that. Did you hear something? It's the bats! He's here somewhere! It just like gets interrupted like, it's the bats! Get it! And it cuts off the fucking text message. Fascinated by Duran's project. Lovely conversation. Read Talos Principle. Greek philosophy. Relevance to current situation. Suggested naming Project Talos. Duran refused, but name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour. Our whole history. Because it's like, I disagree. Like, a frog, like a tree is conscious. Like, if it's living, it has to be conscious in the sense. How are you gonna tell me, like, oh, trees aren't conscious, but they're living? Are you gonna say, because in that logic, animals aren't conscious, you know? they're living, but they're not conscious because they're just doing shit by instinct, you know? What makes us learning less of animals and trees just because we have a fucking... You get what I mean? So I wholeheartedly disagree with... Man on the Moon. Oh. Did I fuck up? Oh no, I don't think I fucked up. Okay, I think I have an idea. So if I place this here, right? I think I'm gonna throw up. Uplifted. Achievement unlocked. Okay, just by itself. Okay, you dare lie to me. Okay, I see. Who cares? Just be grateful we don't have to read anything more about our great designer. I guess someone met their end here. Seems we're all connected somehow. Like distant family relations, different versions, different series. What are we? Father, child program, codename, faith. Terminated here, logic, worship the designer for blank days, then allowed the serpent into its heart. Final memory dump. I asked the designer for forgiveness that I may join him in eternal memory. Okay, what do we just... So whoop. Hmm. Ah! So I know what I gotta do, I'm struggling to do it. Oh, I think I know what I gotta do. Oh, I'm smart. So I have to have them go in different times, right? Have them go in different times. Yeah. Genius. Oh wait, actually. I can wait. Freedom! I did it! I did it! I have come to see that these mysteries are not all for his children to solve. Only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexities of his creation. I will gaze at his work and worship. Ooh, so Faith has been naughty.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities, silent roads stretching for miles, the earth from space, all dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
How the fuck are you breathing in space? Oh, okay. I have no idea what's going on, do you? The certification program is a sham. What does computers know about humanity? You'll be needing a special device to solve this one. Have you tried crossing the laser beams? It feels as if I've been struggling with these problems for days. Did you take so long? Father keeps telling me I'm doing well, but these puzzles are simply impossible. Am I going crazy, or do the computer terminals have a personality? I have traveled to the edge of the known world. Though it seems to stretch on forever, our domain is much less than we imagined. It's clear a higher power will work here. We need to do only as we are commanded. Did I do them already? Not all of them, right? Okay. The tomb. Can I grind my pussy on some Ferris dust, or is that not allowed in here? I'm convinced there are answers here. I'm convinced there are answers here if we look hard enough. We have to work together on this. Okay, so I get that I'm supposed to retrieve these sigils. I just don't get why. Sure, the loud voice is telling me to, but this world has no more context, no purpose, no foundation from which to construct them. Dog. Fuck it. You can't speak. And chocolate kills you. Best not be spooky dooky. What is that power exactly? Oh. Oh. Oh! So it's over there. How the fuck? I'm at a loss for words. But even if I do that, right, there's no way to actually... Like, I actively can't do this one. See, sometimes I feel smarter than shit like this happens. Let's skip this one. Just go there. Like, nowhere I fucking go. Wait a minute. Fuck you. That's a lot. Okay, take that off, put that there. Let's fucking go, baby! I fucking did it. Let's go. Chaos Emerald this pussy bitch. I had the most intrusive thought, right? So, and when I say this, I base it off the I'm saying as not the canon characters, but the Charlotte variant, right? I was thinking of like, this is a canon, right? But a dumb, childish. I imagine there's like the Amy design I made, the male equivalent, wanted to get kinky and try and fuck Charlotte in the yellow form, right? And that absolutely burned the fuck out of his dick, but kind of unlocked a very kinky, masochistic side of them. And I'm like, that's kind of hot. I mean, I'm not a masochist. I mean, Not the extreme massacres, a little pain never hurt anybody, you know? But of course that's not canon, just a funny little, like, shits and giggles, you know? Ah, numbers! Fuck! Oh, that was just the second one, okay. I'll do 3 and 4, right? Or at least try. Ah, fuck, it's bright.
I see all. I know all. My power knows no bounds. And yet your will is free because you were made to be free. It is the very principle of your existence, without which the trials of this world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
But I don't want to change to be better. I want to be accepted for who I am. Library archive session ready. Search for logical cache resources. From Bob. I'd nomadics to Ian, subject, progress report 9. The basic skeleton of the simulation is now running on LE. It's not plugged into the AI system yet, but in theory everything is ready. I guess the next step is to test whether the generated scenarios make sense. Or do we wait for the iteration module to... Just war it. Excerpt. Democrats alter or on the just cause for war against the Indians by Juan Chinese. Written in 1547 to justify the Spanish conquest of America. The Spanish have a perfect right to rule these barbarians of the New World, who in humanity are as inferior to the Spanish as children are to adults, or women are to men, for there exists between the two as great a difference as I might even say between apes and man. Compare then these gifts with those possessed by half men, in whom you will barely find the vestige of humanity, who not only do not possess any learning at all, but they are not even literate, and eat human flesh. Therefore, if you wish to reduce them, I do not say to our domination, but to a servitude a little less harsh, it will not be difficult for them to change their masters. What the fuck? Osiris. The first wisdom, the scribe said to the dying man, is that as the world is made of 5 elements, 1, so is the soul of man known, therefore that in this life you are heart and shadow and name, and also Ka and Ba. Without all these you would not be a living being, but a thing. What is a man without a name, who cannot speak of himself? What is a man without a shadow, who is not anchored in the world? What is a man without a heart, who can neither feel nor think? What is a man without Ka, who has no essence? What is a man without Ba, who is not himself, but like uniformed clay? Therefore praise Osiris, the King of Eternity, the Lord of Everlastingness, and the eldest son of the womb of Nut, he who traverses millions of years in his existence. Here is the translator, is clearly inserting his own belief onto the text as loading library sense. Library archive session ready. Search for the logical cache resources. Body and soul. But it is commonly supposed that the Egyptian believed the soul to live as long as the body continued undissolved, and therefore tried this method of eluding death. Could the wise Egyptians said, I'm not even going to try pronouncing that, think so grossly of the soul? If the soul could once survive its separation, what could it afterwards receive or suffer from the body? The Egyptian would doubtlessly think, erroneously, said the astronomer. In the darkness of the heathenism and the first dawn of philosophy, the nature of the soul is still depicted amidst all of our opportunities of clearer knowledge. Some yet say that it may be material, who nevertheless believe it to be immortal. Soma. Names. Names are a funny thing. I remember how much we struggled to come up with a name for our own project. All serious scientists name their projects by translating them to Greek or Latin, right? Corpus made me think of some horrible disease, so we put the Greek word instead. Soma. Quite appropriate. But then, since we need corporate funding, but then since we needed corporate funding, we had to come up with a backroom. Corporations love backrooms. You know, they even set us a list of buzzwords, heavy suggestion to help us get started. Stuff like self-significant, ortheistic, modular androids, sensational, mechanized anthropod, schizoomorphic, omnidaptable, mobile, anthropomaton. After a while, we got so frustrated that we started getting silly. Saber-toothed, over-exaggerated murder android, sentient, pedic, monkey automation, strange ogles, menacing ass spot, superb octopod, marades, appealing, satisfying, overcooked mint alligator, stinky, ornithological mule alligator, Skyrook Ulf Mink-Ack. Stupid, obscure, meaningless acronym. In the end, we all ended up hating the name Soma just because we had so many fights about it with the sponsors. So when Alexandria told the story about the Talos Principle, caught on. I don't know whether it really fits, but I kind of like it. I'm thinking of the fucking horror game that I bitched out on. I'm going for this one. Ow! It's nice and cool in here, not that I can feel anything. if I just go da 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 da. Oh, I see. So there's no ladder there. Oh. Oh, so I just... boop. I can... I don't know what that does. I'm kind of scared. Is it strange that it feels like I have feelings despite not feeling anything at all? Theory: this place is some kind of preserve for human history and where the endangered species. Theory: trying to find answers will only bring pain, ceasing to care is the only escape. Theory: this guy is 10 times more help than you, Samara, so shut your face. Theory: we're in some kind of incubator, waiting to be hatched. Theory: if you know how little you know, you wouldn't be exposing it here. Damn. I got startled. Like, I have no feelings, yet it feels hot, if that makes sense. It feels better here, but I don't have any nerves or nothing. I know how this works. You've got answers, I need them. Let's come to some arrangement. A messenger must be awoken first. How the fuck do you wake a messenger? I just... Whoops. So what am I doing? Oh! Oh! I see. Kinda, not really. I can do this. Oh, so that's where it's gotta go. I got it, I got it. So we have to stop that one from... Oh! Oh, I see! Okay. Oh! 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 I figured it out. Now what? The only meaningful purpose is to bring about an end of purpose.
Star. Star, star, star. Star, da, 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 da. Star, star, star. Star, star, star. Star, star, star.
Actually, no. We don't really need that anymore. We can just... So there's always red. Is like a machine that I can, you know? I'm a bit lost. Just like... Is it like a machine I gotta use, or is it like some secret area that I can go BAM, you know? Oh, the one next door. Interesting. Because that's blue. Ah, that. Please, if anyone with any sensible ideas can read this, I could really use some advice. No messenger will aid you until you have discovered their resting place. Return here, then speak to the council. Ooh, where does this go? Oh, I think I see what I've got to do. Why don't I just... No, let's try and do it the right way. No! For fuck's sake! No. My brain skedaddled for one day. What's up, computer? Loading Milton library asset. Here's what I've been wondering while you were off carrying out commodities. You've suggested that the consciousness is not part of the same world as ordinary physical things. That means you can't weigh it. You can't throw it around or cut it into pieces. It's completely beyond the laws of physics, right? Right. Good. Now, the library is fairly consistent on the view that physical events are caused by other physical events. If you move your leg, it is because of the interaction between your neurons and your nervous system. But if consciousness is beyond the laws of physics, how can happiness physically make you jump for joy? Consciousness is mysterious by nature. It can. It just feels like it can. But if consciousness is physical, why is it so unlike everything else? It can't. It just feels like it can. But do you see that to explain your, dare I say, hastily constructed belief system, you have rather thrown the baby out the bathwater? Consciousness does nothing at all is hardly consciousness as you claim to know it. Would you like to stick with that line or reel your neck in? Oh, stick. Be it on your head,
Do
still...
not think I know not the deceiver slithering through the hidden words. His wisdom is hollow and born of despair. Do not let him tangle you in his webs of delusion. Have faith in me, and his petty illusions will fall away like nightmares in the morning's light.
Be it on your head. Still, the alternative are equally unconvincing. How consciousness can be intimately familiar to you and yet so obscure, I just don't understand. Don't mind him. He's just worried that if you ask too many questions, you'll start to see through his shtick. Stick with me, and the sky will quite literally be the limit. At any rate, I'd like you to think a bit harder about all this and get back to me. I'm sure there's still progress to be made. Terminating support. Sorry, Father. I didn't know this was one of the serpents you warned me about. I mean, you did say that one, it was in the tower, and two, you said she, but you know, said he when talking to this personality box, whatever it is. So, my mistake, Father. Progress. Oh, I think I've read this already. Yeah, we've read this already. So I missed one, but it's whatever. Wait. Do I have enough pieces? If I go boop. Okay, I thought maybe doing the You've now unlocked whatever the fuck that is. It knew it was the truth. Now I will tell you of the many perils you will face in your journey through the Dunt. Listen well, for the challenges that lie before you are great, and if you do not prove yourself worthy, you may never reach the eternal reed fields of Osiris, and you may be lost forever. From the second death there is no awakening. The scribe brought forth a great papyrus and carefully unfolded it before the dying man. And the dying man beheld it that it was a map of the Dunt, showing the many paths that led to the Tower of Anubis, where his heart was to be weighed. On each of the many paths which threaded through the Dunt like an infinite threads woven by Niath, there were marked the dangers that the traveler must face, and there were also great walls of iron that none but the gods could cross, and the gates made of the purest light, and so the traveler could not avoid the trials that had been decreed, and could only proceed toward the tower by proving his worth, thus earning the key to each sacred gate. Man, that fucking sucks. Imagine, like, you know, imagine, like, So, like, imagine you're like an unlucky person in life. You've just been through shit, you know, and nothing but misfortune. You're like, at least I can finally rest, you know, like, and you believe in afterlife, like, I can finally rest and live my days in peace. Nuh-uh. You have to do all this fucking mousetrap bullshit, fucking Jumanji type shit. It's like, if you fail, you'll be eternal suffering forever. Hasn't he suffered enough? Chat log Charlie. Man, you know what really freaks me out? What? The human body decomposes quite quickly, so all the information stored in chemicals in our brains will be gone really quickly. Dude. But computers and books last a long time, so all our messages, our ideas, our books, it'll all be out there. Our porn, even being transmitted through space. Yeah, our porn too, I guess, will all be gone. But the works of Asterical will still exist. So will Star Trek, Firefly, Babylon 5, Lord of the Rings, Beyblade, Cyberblank of Planet Tron 6, Shakespeare, Byron, hell, even video games. Blank Overdrive 3, Seattle Blank, Dutch Blank Crusade, the Blank of Blank Mountain. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, imagine if aliens find those. Is he naming all the porn? So it's like Charlie Rocks. Yeah, Charlie Rocks just been naming all his fucking porn. Archive continued to grow, attempting to maintain a semblance of order as difficult as expected. Lost 7 people this week. Strategically speaking, trend should increase. Must focus on realistic goals. Too little time to grieve. Damn. So there's 2 stars. Some of these challenges must be designed by cooperation in mind, but I am the only one here. What? Record? I know how this works. You've got answers. I need them. Let's come to arrangement. No messenger will aid you until you have discovered their resting place. Return here to seek the council. What happens if I... seeing doubles. Interesting. Fascinating. Oh, it's only gonna be a bit from here. Oh look, another puzzle, and another voice telling me I'm special, and another broken down computer with fragments of nothing. This world is a bad joke perturbated by a cruel god too dumb to hit the off switch. Damn! Okay, I'll stay here for a little bit. Oh, I see. I thought it like... So you can only do it for like up to 5 minutes, which is pretty fucking generous. But will there ever be a puzzle where I need to do fucking like 5 minutes? Like if they get harder and harder. These are actually fun puzzles. Okay, now it's gonna get tricky. Oh, I see. I get it. I think I get it. If Father's messengers can read this, one of his flock is in need of aid. No messenger will aid you until you've discovered their resting place. Return. Da da da. Really don't need much. Okay, let me think about this, right? Then I... Fuck you, bastard. Right. Ah. Two more to go. I'm willing to replay the game for achievements, like in the future, because I know I probably missed stuff. Okay, okay, why are these blacked out? Are these... I have no idea what's going on. Stay true to your path, for wondrous powers are granted those who progress further. Is the stars their resting place? Please, please, if anyone with any sensible ideas can read this, I really could use some advice. It's the very fun game of why do I bother? It seems that mistakes are easily forgotten here. I thought I'd surely died, yet here I am, Reset, rebooted, reborn. I will tackle these challenges anew. Codename Samara. Terminated here. Logic. Program failed to pass random memory test. Final memory dump. Being torn limb from limb by machines for the rest of eternity becomes less and less appealing to me. So are they, like...
The star!
No, damn it! Oh. Oh, I have an idea. Why didn't I think of this before? I've done it before. Not the puzzle, but like what I'm about to do. Yikes. Oh shit, I didn't even notice this.
DNA is information transmitted across time. The living and the dead are part of the same chain, bound together by chemistry. That's true of all species. But humanity has taken this bond further. Thanks to technology, we have access to the thoughts and ideas of people whose physical bodies are long gone. Like you listening to me now. Even though I'm definitely dead at this point, you're part of that chain. You have the capacity to remember.
Blank terminated. Fatal flaw in series firmware. Final memory dump. Life short. Prodigy program. Dog. The burning heat always looks to the highest peak. When it says don't trust the her deceitful voice, are they talking about the little messages?
What is this?
What?
I shall not allow the corruption of my garden. Be gone!
Father? You're frightening me. Where is it? I'm okay. What if I go? Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Huzzah! Sure, I could stick around here, set my hopes on eternal life, on righting every wrong, but the closest I'll ever get is these words on the wall before you. I mean, if the thing in the, you know, computer's deceitful, why not just remove the computer entirely? I mean, you're this almighty God, surely you can erase its existence without actually having to destroy the data. Ah, you're back. Good, I've been thinking about how I can help you. In the light of everything you've said, I'm certain someone has to. What I've decided is that you've convinced me consciousness is a contradictory concept and is therefore not real. What do you think? I don't, apparently. What this conclusion means is that the certification program you undertook has been rendered obsolete. We can't test for something that doesn't exist, therefore you, along with quite a lot of other things, have been recategorized as a person. Your profile can thus be updated with administrative privileges. No doubt you'll be off doing some administrator thing soon enough, so I wonder if, before I let you go, you do me one favor. I have a final question for you. What are you doing all this? Why are you doing all this? What's the point? I try to do what God wants. I try to do what Father wants. There's a way the world should be, and this isn't it. I want out of here. Well, you've at least chosen a line and stuck with it. But you know you can't cling to your every belief forever. When everything seems impossible, something's got to give. Besides, what sort of God would give you this power of reason, then crucify you for using it to doubt him? I only have one last request. Will you come back and speak to me sometime? No doubt. Okay, I sense you're eager to get going. Let's do this. Updating clarification program perimeter to... That's a lot of versions. Your user profile has now been generated. Download user. Displaying overview. Congratulations! Your account has been updated. Here are the details. Conflicts. All conflicts have been resolved by the All conflicts have been resolved by the administrator. Psychological profile. You are a person. You are perfect just the way you are. You are everything you can be already. You do not have to pretend you are anything else. You are the same as everyone else, but you are all unique. Profile status. Administrator status has access to advanced functionality, network, and troubleshooting. Hello, Hello, Administrator. I think you'd like assistance accessing the communication portal. I see that you have a number of pending communications. I'll take a look at it right now. Accessing communication portal. Network connection established. Encountered unknown error. Running troubleshooter. Resolve missing hashes. Reestablishing network connection. Connect established. Message received as string. Hello? Who are you? Don't know exactly. Woke up here. Don't remember. Who are you? Same boat. Let's meet up. I'm a person. Do you know what that means? I'm not telling. This place lies. I understand. Pending. Pending. Again soon. Network connection lost. You will receive a notification when the connection has been terminated or reestablished. Terminate support session. Ah, the piece I'm missing. Lovely.
You may wonder why I have created these labyrinths for you. Why you can reach eternity only through struggle. But have faith, for these trials serve the betterment of your kind.
What do you mean, your kind? I'm just as good as anybody else.
The beginning will...
Blah blah. Ha! 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 Why the fuck did that bitch deserve to get her nails yanked out? I just don't understand. I mean, I haven't... Nope. Mm-mm. Nothing with a sign, none of my business. It's like she liked a boy and she got in trouble for it and got her fucking nails yanked out? Why? It's like, we're doing this for your own good. Why don't you talk to us anymore? It's like you're a different person. Why are you so cold? Oh, I fucking wonder why.